Okay. First of all, I'm flattered to sit in front of Elbit Systems and IAI. I'm a little bit smaller than that. I'm representing a company that has only 30 employees. Our revenue this year is going to be $6 million, around $6 million. So it's the company was founded in 2004. Basically, what we are doing is imaging through the walls. Now, the idea is quite simple. You are shooting signals, radar type of system that are shooting signals, getting the reflections, and trying to extract the important reflections which are of human beings. And that is the idea about the system. Now, we started, because I'm coming not from the HLS and defense industry, but from the regular industry, we started by being a VC-backed company, which is quite a weird animal in this field of homeland security and defense. But we raised $25 million out of VCs and strategic investors. We learned that we have to work with those organizations that were mentioned here. So we worked effectively with TISWIG. TISWIG is the small DARPA in the US. And yes, they introduced us to customers. We worked a little bit with Mafat, and we were happy to cooperate with them. And last but not least, we had a very successful project with Bird Foundation, in which we were the Israeli partner developing the technology, and General Dynamics were the partner doing the marketing. So it was a very successful project in the sense that I believe we completed it around 5 or 6 months ago. And since then, we returned to Bird about $200,000. So it is successful in that regard, because if you are paying commissions, then probably you have sales. So from the company perspective and the milestones that we reached, it took us about 2 years to develop a prototype. Now, when you're developing your first prototype, you are happy that, now every person in the world is going to adopt and buy the prototype. Then you start to face reality. Reality is regulations. Reality is the way to penetrate to the market. Reality is to go beyond onesies and twosies to mass deployment. So that's the questions of reality. It took us another 2 years to turn this prototype into a mature system that can be sold in volume. And since then, I believe it was end of 2008, we started to sell in quantities. Now, of course, all the systems have to support those quantity sales, and we did it successfully, and currently we had very nice projects in the United States, very nice projects in elsewhere. Normally in this market of defense and homeland security, it is considered that 50% of the market is in the US, and 50% of the market is the rest of the world. We are selling both to the developed countries and the emerging countries. Regarding partnership, we had a few partnerships. Some of them were successful, some of them were not. It's easier to learn from failures than from successes, because from a success you don't learn. So I would like to share, after getting back to the chair, my experience in those partnerships that we established. And most of them are successful, but not all of them. Thank you.